Hello, wonderful people. My name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah, and this is Voting Voices right here on MX24. Now, today the conversation is quite different, okay? I have wonderful people with me right here in the studios, and we're going to have great conversations. You know, conversations that will inform whether, you know, you vote right or not. Now, listen, what Voting Voices is essentially trying to do right here on the platform is to give you reason to want to vote and vote right. And understand, you know, why you're voting. Because I think over time, a lot of people have voted because of, you know, I come from a family, you know, that is politically affiliated. So yeah, that political party wins my heart no matter what they do. But this year we're trying to vote right, and Voting Voices is giving you that platform to educate you on how to vote right. Again, my name is Miriam Uduak-Mensah. I have joining me wonderful young people like myself, okay? So this year, we who are voting for the very first time, this is my second time voting, guys. So I'm with you. We're pretty new to this thing, okay? And what we're going to do is hear from their perspective what they think, where they think the country is at right now, what they make of the policies that have been communicated by the various political parties, and if they are convinced enough to go to the polls on the coming 7th December. Again, my name is Miriam, and this is Voting Voices right here on MX24. I'm going to be introducing my guests, so please let's pass the microphone. I'm going to start with my... I have a new friend here. That's my new friend. I think I want to connect... Should I connect you to a political party?
Yes.
Which political party do you want me to connect you to?
We'll talk about that.
Okay, please use your mics and introduce yourselves, please.
Okay. I'm Darren Foster Mensah.
Okay, which school?
Achimoto School.
Achimoto School. Oh, yay. People. Okay.
My name is Marcia Sefamausi, and I'm from Motown. Achimota School.
Achimota School, okay. Hey, Motown, that's what she said, right?
Yeah.
Go to better school, you don't want to hear.
I'm Esther Kwenoki Kwenote, and I'm also from Motown.
Motown?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. I'm not going to do school conversation.
I'm Mufti Dabri, and I'm from University of Ghana.
University of Ghana, yeah, the premium university. Yes. That's right.
I'm Mabiola Yiku from the University of Ghana School of Performing Arts.
Okay, people. Right.
Okay, I'm Kwesi Somwa. I'm a teacher, but I'll shelf the school for now. Yeah,
you shelf the school? Okay.
Okay, my name is Denito. I'm also from the School of Performing Arts, University of Ghana.
University of Ghana, right.
I'm Christabel, also from University of Ghana.
Okay. Christabel is my new friend. You all know that she's my new friend. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's get into it. Let's start this way. Are you guys voting this year? Who are those eligible to vote this year? You're voting.
Yeah.
Marcia is joining the new voters in 4 years. In 2020. Behave yourself. In 2028. Please pass the microphone to Marcia for me.
Yes, please.
You don't have a voter's ID card because you're not 18 yet, correct? Or
No,
you turned
I
18?
turned 18.
After?
Yes, please.
Okay, so but when you're giving the opportunity, or if you had the voter's ID card, who would you be voting for, or would you decide to vote?
Yeah, I would decide to vote because my vote counts, but as to who I'm voting for, I'd have to be convinced about that.
What
What
would convince you to vote? What would they say? What would who say to convince Marcia to vote?
I'm just looking at who's going to make the country a better place. Not really coming to make noise about policies and all that. Maybe like your policies are going to change the country, but for me, it's not about policies. It's about who is coming to do the right thing, who is coming to make sure that Ghana is a better place for all of us.
Okay. I'll come back to you and find out from you what a better Ghana looks to you like. But please pass your microphone to my very good friend right here from Achimota. He was influencing people to choose policies that... Now, you are voting this year. Are you eligible to vote?
I'm not voting.
You're not voting.
This year.
But you have, you know, such an opinion.
Yeah.
On the happenings.
Yeah.
So please let's get into it. If you had the power to vote, who are you going to be voting for?
If I had the power to vote, I would vote.
Okay.
But who I would vote for is the question.
Yeah.
Because genuinely, looking at the 12 people on the ballot paper.
You're not convinced?
I'm not convinced.
Oh, why?
Well, life is such that you are never going to have that comprehensive outlook of people where you are going to have everybody or everything you want in one person.
Yeah.
But so far, the policies are so scattered. You can't really pinpoint who should actually do the job.
Wow.
Because if you have, say, one person taking good policies in addition with another person's policies, that would be a great mix for me. But then it's like this person is saying this thing, which would have been best if it went together with this person's thing. But then that person too is like, of pride or something, they don't want to bring that policy into their game. So looking at it, I'm not really convinced.
Not one presidential candidate is convincing you.
No.
No? And you see, he has everybody agreeing with him. You see, that's a problem because he started this long time ago. He was convincing everybody to not vote. So listen, I want to believe that there's a policy that catches your attention. Which one is that? Like one, just one from any political party that catches your attention. I'm like, this could work, with the right person, maybe.
Well, to talk of the policies, one of them would catch your mind. But the issue is, would that one which caught your mind do well alone? If it would do well with another person's policy, that would be excellent. But that to talk of one singular policy, that becomes difficult. Very difficult.
This young man is smart. Right, let's move on to who has yeah.
Okay.
So you are a teacher.
Yes.
So you have young people, some of which are eligible to vote this year.
True.
You've had conversations with them.
Yeah.
Because you have a platform that speaks about
Young people. and
young
everything.
people. Yeah,
Sure.
exactly. So have you heard yes on the grounds? Listen to people, the young people, and what are they saying about voting this year?
Okay, so basically, most of the young people I speak to agree with what a lot of adults are also talking about. How that everybody wants to see Ghana become a better place.
Right.
And because we all know that it's not in so much of a better place at the moment. Okay, so everybody wants to see Ghana in the right place. And like you mentioned early on, or like Darren was also mentioning, we are looking at people who can deliver. And people have mentioned all kinds of policies. I mean, one presidential aspirant would mention a lot of policies and everything. But usually there's been that track record of people giving policies and not living up to the policies.
Absolutely.
So that's also that's a no-brainer. So it puts us in a fix. So then I talk to these young people and they're like, well, probably they're not even going to vote anyway because these are high school students. Some of them are going to vote, but some of them are, like you mentioned, voting on, let's say, ethnic relations or some other sentiments. They're not really voting on policy because it's as though even if you voted on policy, it may not even be done anyway.
Right.
You see, so then everybody feels like, okay, then we are associated with him, so let's just vote for him. Or we
Right.
have some association with them. Let's just do
just
that.
vote.
All right, but it shouldn't be that way, obviously, like we are trying to discuss over here. It should be better. It should be bent on policy, but then it's not happening. Right. So
I want to stay with you just a little bit. What do you think for a young person you should look at if you have the power to vote? You should critically look into before going to the polls, as opposed to the usual. Maybe I may say, party 80. I'm going to vote because of that.
certainly, I think we should all look at policies because the policies are what are going to dictate what that party or that person is going to do in government. So we really should look at the policies and we should look at how feasible they are. Because, I mean, right now we are getting access to education, whether you are doing it by the traditional means, as in you are going to a university or senior high school or whatever it is, or you are learning from the internet. There's so much access to information. So then we look at these policies that somebody has listed and we check, okay, is it possible? Can it truly be done? I think that's where we should be voting, or we should be voting along those lines, provided the policies would even be implemented in the first place. So it's quite an interesting one.
Please pass the microphone. You mentioned something that I thought, I would like you to speak on. We've had years of a setting trajectory that our elections or our leaders have followed, which is, okay, we bring brilliant policies out, but we never see them happening. And based on that, you are not voting this year based on the fact that you don't have You're not voting not because you...
I don't have the voters ID.
ID.
Yes, so I'm
Did
not
you
voting.
decide not to go and get it at all?
No, I didn't know. I didn't get the information that it was being done.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Where were you?
I was in school.
Okay.
Yeah. So
And they
that's the
didn't bring it to
reason.
the schools?
I
Were you
don't
in high
know.
school or university?
University.
You were in university?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I didn't hear of
Then the
it.
message was low, and I said, well, I know I was not actually. Because I think this particular year they tried to announce because we wanted more people to vote. But, sister, your mind was somewhere else. But, yeah, so it wasn't a deliberate decision to not get a
No, it
voter's
wasn't
ID.
deliberate.
But if you had the voter's ID, who would you have voted for and why?
For whom I'm voting for, I don't know, because it's not yet time, and they are still telling us what they will be doing and other stuff.
And
But
so far, you're not convinced.
no, I'm not.
Why?
Not at all. Not at all.
Why?
I'm not.
Tell me.
Because we've had some of the parties come in, they say what they want to do, but by the time it's time for them to go, there are a lot of things they say that is not done.
Yeah.
But for me, I've not really dived in or checked what's going on and what they are saying, because I'm not convinced that I'm not ready. Yeah. So
Right.
yeah.
So you as a young lady, you'd say that you're not focused on what politicians want to do or what they don't want to do. You're focused on doing your things on yourself, like by yourself.
Yeah,
You
for
want
now,
to live
yes.
your life.
Yes, for now.
Economy, baby,
Oh no, not that, but for now, I've not really checked into it. Yes.
It's that I really want to understand why it seems as though you could not be. Is anybody getting that vibe? Where it's like, Charlie, whatever you want to do in the country, just do it. Me, I'm living my life. Is that where you're at?
No, that's not where I am.
Okay.
That's not. But because this year when they were having the card and stuff, I wasn't able to
Okay.
do mine. So because I know I wouldn't be voting,
Yeah.
I've not really concentrated on that because I won't be
Okay.
voting.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, thank you so much. One of the things that we also try to do right here on Voting Voices is also to extensively educate, right? I always say on this platform that we are the deciders of the fate of these leaders. And we don't seem to have embraced that. We give them jobs to do. We are the ones who employ them. And so it's important to understand what these, you know, when someone goes, you know, to for an interview, right? You tell your employer what you can do. And that's what they're doing now. That's the period we're in. They're telling us what they can do for us when we employ them. So if we look at the conversation as we are employing them, I think the posture will be different. But we'll get into it. Sure. Now, my lady, my best friend, she's my best friend now. Are you voting though? Are you voting?
Yes.
Yay, I got a yes. Please, who are you voting for?
Okay, so at this point, I'm not convinced, but I'll be. The thing is, I feel like before any good building is established, there's a good foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are policies. I've heard them say a lot. I've experienced Mahama before. I've experienced Anado before, you know. And one thing I've noticed is that whenever a president is elected, yeah, they tend to focus on their policies and then forget about the problems in the country. The thing is, I think we have problems right now. And then they come into power and then they're just focusing on the popular policies that they said, oh, I said I'm going to build maybe hospitals. Yeah, so yeah, they are seeing me building the hospital. So yeah, this man is doing well. But if there are problems and then you leave that and then you focus on what you said, though you're supposed to do it, but if you leave the problems and then you focus on what you say you're going to do, there are still going to be problems. People are still going to criticize because to get to a point where they're going to talk about it, oh, this is even going on. Because I'm saying like this, it has been there since. And then if the presidents that have come in power, if they focused on it a little bit, I think it wouldn't have gotten to where it is now. Do you understand? So I feel like I want to see someone who maybe and another thing is maybe Mahama came in power and then he did this, he didn't complete. Another will come and then he forgets about it because Mahama did it. So he wants to do something.
I'm not going to continue.
Yeah. Do you get it? So I think all these things count for me. I don't belong to any political party. I don't do, oh, I'm an MPP, I'm an NDC. I actually watch what is going on, what the country needs. If I've experienced it before, so if I think you are capable of what you are saying. You can say you do maybe 24-hour economy, then I've experienced it before, so I'll be like, is he capable? You can just say it
Based on,
because you are just
the
saying
history
it, and then,
you have with
to
him,
convince
yeah.
people. But are you capable? So I look at all that, and I've not yet done that because right now school and all that. But I'm going to do it because my vote counts, and then I'll make sure that I vote.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm not convinced on who I'm going to vote for.
Not even one thing they've said so far has gotten you into a space of, oh, if I am considering this a person I might have to consider. Again, with your own words, you have experienced both parties.
Yeah.
And so in your mind, like, okay, this one is able to do this. Maybe this one I don't want to have a conversation with these people. You've not gotten there yet.
So as he said, you can hear of a policy, and then you think maybe it goes with this one, but the next one is not actually from the same person.
Yeah.
Understand? So it's
And they will
very
never
confusing.
collaborate to work
No,
together
they won't.
anyway.
No,
Yeah.
politics is like a conflict. I don't know, but there's no oneness in it. I mean, yeah. So me, I'm just looking at the foundation and all that. If I see that you come in power and then you're able to do something to solve a problem that is already existing, I feel like you have that potential. You have, So that is it for me.
My brother, what is going to make you vote? Are you voting though?
Oh, yes, I'm voting.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yeah, I'm voting.
We have some patriotic people in the room, okay? Give it up for them. Yeah, you're voting.
Yes, I'm voting.
Do you know who you're voting for now?
For now, I think it's a yes, no.
Listen, if I put a gun into your head right now,
Yeah.
who would you vote for? Who would you vote for?
I think we are all in the same space because we are all not convinced well or enough to what they are saying, the lies they are telling us. Yes.
Did you just jump?
You should be honest. Isn't
wow.
that lies? Yes. I don't know. I can speak for a fact that every politician or most of the politicians we have in Ghana here are liars. They just convince us. They think we are fools. So they come and tell us something, blah, 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 and then they go. But that is not how it's supposed to be. Christabel said earlier on that they don't think about the problem. They only think about their policies. Meanwhile, maybe the policy would have been solved later on. There's something you're going through. You have to be solving it rather than going to focus on your policy, which is not going to help us. Somebody will come and tell you this, somebody will come and tell you that, and then you think you are being convinced enough to know. I don't think I'm convinced enough. But when it comes to me voting or like as in if I want to vote for somebody, I have encountered free SHS before, and I saw how it was. Okay. So maybe for other people or the street children not to, to experience it and for them not to suffer, maybe I'll go for the free SHS policy again because I went through it and I was so comfortable. I can say for a fact that maybe had not been free SHS, most of us wouldn't have been in the university by now.
That's so.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So free SHS has also been one conversation that both parties have actually had. Now, Mahama is saying that he's going to do free SHS and free university for tertiary for a year. Now, his plan for free SHS is to review it and make it better. So if you tell me you're voting for free SHS, who exactly are you voting for?
Make it better as seen, because the secondary school I completed, I had a better school. Like I completed as Amaikese, and like everything was okay for me. So make it better. What is he going to do? How?
You didn't encounter any problems as a free SHS student. Tell us your experience as a free SHS student.
I didn't buy food.
Hey.
I didn't pay school fees.
Wow.
I think the only things I bought was the things I would need personally. That which it is not the responsibility of the president. No, I had quality education. What again? Free access to Wi-Fi even on my campus.
Hey.
Yes.
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 Give it up.
Come on. Yes.
Wow.
So I don't know what President Mahama is coming to do. Mahama has been on this chair for 8 good years. I don't know. Like he did something.
No, he did 4.
He did 4.
He did 4.
Okay, he came to replace Atami or something.
Okay. So he did 4, but this government has had 8 years.
Okay. Oh, but we've seen something, Miriam.
Okay, there you go. I like that.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone else?
Oh, let's be honest, haven't we? We have.
Hey, are you also joining him to convince him? But wait. So we have free SHS students here, right?
Yeah.
People who have experience. You are saying, yeah, give me my phone. You experience free SHS.
Yes.
Tell me your experience as a free SHS student.
For me, it was a blissful experience.
Oh.
You can't discredit the fact that, well, it will have its flaws,
Yeah.
especially the numbers increasing. But generally, books were provided, textbooks, to an extent.
Okay.
Food to an extent.
Okay.
Boarding facilities. Sure. Uniforms. Sure.
Oh.
So generally, you can't really complain. But looking at the sustainability into the future, that's when it becomes a complaint. So when Mahama says he wants to do a review of it, we want to know, we who have experienced the free SHS, what review exactly? If you want to put a policy down, tell us what you want to do. It's a review. What are you reviewing?
Okay.
What do you seek to do from that review? Or are you saying that unless you become a president, that's when you can review? No.
Okay, so a little bird told me that some of these wonderful schools like Motown, the Infantimans and the Infantipimps and what have you, your Asaman Kese, senior high school, your old students are very involved in the daily activities of the schools. So some of you had support from old students. Are you very sure that it was MPP's free SHS or what do you call it? Your old students gave you support. I'm going to let you speak on that, but you want to answer that?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, let's be honest. Ghanaians don't want to accept the fact that free SHS helped us.
Okay.
Because if we look into the free SHS, it has really, really helped. If we are diving into it, it has really helped. But when they say MPP, free SHS, oh, just free, what has it done?
Okay, so explain to me how it has helped with details.
Good. So I went to Wesley Girls High School, Cape
Okay,
Coast.
people.
And it's a school whereby you do well. And let's say, someone from a poor family gets the upgrade 6. My mom is an old girl, and she told me personally that the money that you even pay, this, before you even actually say you're coming to pay the school fees, you have gotten the school loan. Still, there are some monies that you pay left, right, before actually paying the school fees. When you sum it up, it's a lot. And when I went there, the people that I saw in the school, I couldn't believe it. Because, there are some people in my area, I didn't even expect them to be there. They are good. They are very, very good. But I didn't expect that, this girl there, I will never go and meet her in any school there. But I went to school, she was sitting by me. She's in class with me.
Wow.
How is it? Free SHS.
Okay.
So people sit down and think that free SHS is something that everyone can do it. But let's be honest, no. It is something that it needs time. And it has brought a lot of advantage to other people. It has really helped a lot. But it's something that if you say right now in Ghana, then you are MPP. No, that doesn't make me an MPP. I'm just trying to say that when we state the fact that what has free SHS done, it has done a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
A lot.
Yes. Because you can't tell me that you can also go and sit somewhere and do free SHS. You can't. No. So let's even put free SHS aside. Then other things they have also done. So if you're adding it up, it's a lot.
So one of the conversations around free SHS is the quality of the education. The number of people that went to school that year when free SHS was introduced, they not have a lot of students, a lot of people had opportunities. Like you rightly said, people that would have had great grades but would not be able to go to school had the opportunity to go back to go to school and further their education. But were there quality teachers on campus?
I will proudly
teacher.
I would proudly say the word.
My time? Quality teacher.
Okay.
What is the and he is actually a free SHS teacher.
Well,
you're a teacher.
I'm a teacher.
So
let me
wait. You're a teacher
so,
and of senior high school students, right?
Yes.
And what is the posture of free SHS right now? What does it look like?
So I'll say that, like all of them I've mentioned, it is a good policy. It's been a remarkable one. It's one that has helped, if we'll be honest with ourselves, because people have been able to benefit even when naturally they wouldn't have benefited from some of these things. And that's true. I think nobody disputes that. Certainly, like some also mentioned, there were some challenges with the free SHS because maybe the numbers were a lot, and so managing some things were difficult and all that. But all in all, it's been a good one. It's been a very beneficial one because people have been helped. But then I look on the other side because I don't want to, how do I put it? I don't want to just talk about the good. I also want to look at where things went wrong.
Okay.
And I noticed that some people spent more than they would have spent if school was not free. So then that's the other side too.
So people actually genuinely spend more.
Spends a lot. Yeah. Because in certain situations or in certain places, let's say, because of the large numbers, the government was compelled to, adopt a double tracking system at a point.
Yeah.
And it really wasn't their fault because they needed to make sure everybody had access. So it really wasn't their fault.
But they did not
then,
reduce the quality of education these children had.
I only think it made it a bit expensive, but I don't think it reduced the quality.
Yeah, because you have to go to school at a certain point, go back home, and then somehow your parents have to make provision for you to keep learning, else you just be overborn.
Exactly. Yeah. So it still made it a bit expensive.
When you double track, maybe.
Yeah, double track, but man,
Extra classes. And now you're okay.
I'm very okay. And then I know someone who went for this extra classes and had aggregate 30 something. I had 12 and I didn't go for double track. If you're intelligent, you're intelligent. It doesn't matter the blah, blah, blah.
Okay, so let me...
Yes. Oh, yes.
Okay, so the purpose of free SHS, let me just maybe break it down a little bit for us so that we can then further the conversation. The purpose of free SHS is to give every single child in Ghana access to senior high school education, which, by the way, at a certain point in Ghana's history, we were struggling to take children back to school because of the expenses that were involved in going back to school. So the government thought, listen, it is our right. It is actually part of our constitution that at some point, Ghana is supposed to be giving free education. Yes, it is. Yeah. So it was our right. We're supposed to experience it. But Muhammad's argument is that we were not ready for that. That's exactly. And so opening this opportunity up for children and putting them in a ditch, putting them in a place where they're struggling is what they didn't want to do. Now, people have talked about the double track system where you go to school, your brain is good. me, they gave me double track system. So some of the children actually genuinely suffered, but they didn't also. They were not coming from homes where it was great for them to have extra classes. That's one. They've also complained about the quality of food that is being fed. As a man can say for the farms now are never benefiting. But genuinely, there were people that complained about the food quality. Like a Janina this started, that's not the food they are now feeding them. Some don't have sugar to drink their porridge in the morning. Some don't have protein for their food. And all of these things are because of the numbers that we have now. And I was arguing with someone the other day that Donald Trump's policies to get people out of America. It's also part of this reason because there are too many people they can feed. There are too many people for them to feed. So they have to let some people out so that America can be great again. Sure. So for free SHS to be great again, people are saying reduce the numbers, stop the free SHS, give the children quality, even if it's expensive, because some people, like you said, are paying more. So what is the point for free SHS? But I agree also that there have been some great groundbreaking, success in free SHS. But the downside you cannot ignore. How do we get it better? And they're saying give them another chance.
Before anyone even says anything, I would like to say that even though I'm not necessarily an MPP person, I would say that it was better that it was not necessarily the best and everybody had some access than for it to have been perfect for just a few. Because that would be a little bit of elitist, and that's sometimes not too beneficial. Certainly you would always need the elite in society to push things forward, but it was better that people had access to it and it had some shortfalls than a few had access to it, and but that's
talking
just
about the few, right? Yeah. So during Muhammad's time, he had free SHS for day students. Yeah. Did you know about that?
Yeah, progressively.
So that you had no idea. I'm pretty sure you and I were probably in junior high school, primary school, not concerned about what Mama wants to do or what he doesn't want to do. But that happened. How about a policy like that? Because they were also complaining about, listen, yes, you've made it free for everybody, but there are some people who can genuinely pay. Sure. So making it free for everybody is not the way to go. You're wasting taxpayers' money. What do you make of that? I'm going to have Darian, my best friend, talk about it.
How do you describe or how do you put someone into a category where they can genuinely pay?
Right.
That's a big question.
Yes.
Majority of Ghanaians don't have bank accounts. If we are said we should all prove our bank statement here, or our parents should bring their bank statement here, it will be difficult. That would be difficult to prove that people are poor or people are rich and can necessarily pay.
Yes.
The best thing in that regard is to let everybody go. Yeah. If you say that you are also going to base it on the fact that the school you came from. So let's say you are moving into senior high school. You are from a private school, then it means you can pay.
Yes.
That means that everybody in the private schools will move their children to public school to go and write. So there's no clear defining barrier where we can say that behind this, the people here are rich, or behind this, the people here are poor. Best thing, let everybody go, or else once you are pleasing somebody, the other person to be poking holes into your butt. Mind you, the majority of the population is poor. I'm not going to lie about it. When I say poor, I mean though some of them can afford the 3 square meals, not necessarily to go above that level. No. So if you say that you are going to favor the elite in society, those people are the ones who are going to have majority of the vote to vote you in. If you are going to favor the people in the other side of society, you are going to have a situation where the people in the elite will work against your government. So to make it clear and safe for everybody,
Mobianco.
That's all.
First of all, do you want to be a politician one day? I just want, right? Right? I just want to know. I mean, you never know. Yeah, right?
Doors are open.
Okay, people. Now let's get it. Is there anything you want to say? Because I saw that you raised your microphone. You're done with them. Whatever they want to do. But guys, I think that there's a point where we all know that this person is good enough. Because we have to elect a president on the 7th of December. And in January, we have to have a president, right? So some way, somehow, we have to come up with a president. And you and I here, we make a majority of the Ghanaian population. So we have to be a part of this conversation. If you look at an ideal president for Ghana, who could that look like? Give a name.
A name?
Yeah, give me a name. Motown children.
I wouldn't give a name, but then there's some qualities I would like to see in someone leading my country. Because I see Ghana to be a place where it's for every one of us. And if there are problems, it's affecting every one of us. So I would want a president who, as they rightly said, not really focuses on the policies, but then the problems that are already existing and then fix them. Because maybe, I don't know if you've realized this, but sometimes we have a problem with our roads. And then on that very same road, you'd see politicians, people making way for them to use that road, and then they just speed off, and then they go to wherever they're going to. So, but what about the people who are in the cars, the commercial cars, who are going for their meetings, interviews, or whatever? They are going to be late. So I want a president who not only focuses on the policies. Fine, policies are good, they are great. But then if you're able to fix the existing problems we have in the country, I think it'll be better for every one of us. If you're able to fix the problems that have been mentioned over and over and over for many years, if you're able to fix those problems, I think even your opponents would clap for you. Because if you're able to fix problems that have been pressing, like every single time we have problems with our roads, electricity, like if you're able to fix those problems, I would say you would like that would be my category of a president, to be like fix the problems that are already existing. And then if you're done with all that, then you can introduce policies that would make the country better. But then you can't just make policies where another part is like suffering. It's like you're looking after a child, the child has anemia, but then you're like overlooking anemia, and you're like, oh, maybe it's just a cold or something. So like fix the problems of the country. If you're able to do that, I think you've done an amazing job. And then you can bring in the policies you have for the country. That's right.
Okay. So please let it go to my lady over there. Who would your ideal president be? If you have a name, please give me a name. Give me a name. You dear. I know that you are brand ambassador for Free ACH. Don't worry. So give me a name if you can.
Said me, I'm an ambassador for Free ACH.
Okay, so
but okay, with the way things are going, after the Free ACHs, it's like the other problems has been left just like that.
Yeah.
They concentrated on Free ACHs, which I must admit really helped. But it's like the other problems have just been there. So it's also creating problems that Ghanaians think MPP, they are not doing anything, it's not working. And with the other problems, it seems, from what I heard, it seems like NDC wants to come and solve those problems. Because apparently now, after free SHS, Mahama wants to give 1 year of they said first year of university.
Yes.
I wonder where the money comes from, but no problem. It's not my problem.
The same way they found money for free SHS, they'll find money for.
And look, even with the money for free, look how they are complaining. How much more are going to add 1 year to university every? Oh, come on. I can't.
You can help.
Yes. So the thing is, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
But honestly, me.
Okay, that's that. With your full chest.
This
With your full chest.
But me, honestly, I want other people to experience what I experienced because I was shocked that some people came to school with me.
Yeah.
And especially the school I even went to, like Wesley Girls, some people came there, and I'll give it to
TMPP. Yeah.
if they are going to continue.
But me, I have one vote here. You have one vote here, but me has a vote.
If they are going
possible, right?
because honestly, I don't know. We have experienced NDC.
Yeah.
And you were saying something like you wanted to bring it back. He said we're not ready.
No, he did the progress. He initiated the progressively free SHS. So the day students were going to school for free.
How many day students are in 1S?
Oh.
You see, as Darren said, I know, but let's be honest, boarders are more than day students. So he should do it simple. Everyone. Why should it be just day students? Okay. You see, you said, as you said, rich, poor. No. Obianco school. Because why will you say when Ghanaians are not ready? When Nanado came, were we ready? When are Ghanaians ever ready? When are Ghanaians ever ready for something?
Yeah.
When are Ghanaians ever ready? So you can't sit there and say Ghanaians will not be ready right now, will not be ready in 10 years. But still, he came and did it. And people went.
Right.
So if he had started at his time,
yeah,
honestly, I would have gone for him.
Oh, okay.
But he didn't start saying we are not ready. When are we ever ready to do something?
Listen, at this point, I hope they're listening, and I hope, this is, because we have a couple of days to elections, and people are counting down. Butterflies are entering people's stomachs. In fact, there are some statistics coming out showing that the NDC is in a comfortable lead. Others are saying that the MPP will win. You know, these polls are coming out. Yeah. It's also important to find out what is driving this year's election. Whether it is social policies, the economy, the individuals.
Right now, I feel like where things are going, Ghanaians are looking at the economy.
Yeah.
They are looking at just the economy.
I agree.
Because me, honestly, I know Padip down the MPP this year, we are very sorry. Because it's like we have thrown the free SHS part after experiencing for 8 years. It's like, I don't know if we are not great, so I don't know the word to use.
But you know the same thing happened to Mahama. When Mahama was doing infrastructure, people were asking, we wrote this in ABD. Yeah, there was that question. Like, you are investing in infrastructure, but Ghanaians are hungry. What are you doing? So I think that, like you rightly said, Ghanaians will probably never be ready. Just do what is needed.
Just do it. When he came and did the SHS, he has gotten my vote just by doing it. He didn't ask, say they are not ready. No. He just did it. So he has my vote for that.
Okay.
But the thing is, right now when things are going, Ghanaians are going to look at the economy.
Yeah.
Because they feel like FSHS, he has done it, so it's like they are used to it. They don't care anymore. It's done. What is done is done.
Do something
right now,
else.
they just want the economy. So I feel like for the economy, they will vote for another party, not for MPP.
Okay, please go ahead.
Talking to the rules, like the rules. I don't know. Well, I've personally not seen anything concerning the rules. It was just during this election I started them working with the rules.
Yeah.
I don't know. The last time I was telling my father that. So do politicians work only when it's like 3 months to elections or what? They don't do anything, no, sweetheart. It's like 3 months to election. I've been someone in Amphia. Now in one Antia. We don't know where they're even working to. I don't know. This one thing you're talking about. The last time I
don't know where they're working to.
We were driving from, I think, Abilikum or something, and then an ambulance was coming. Wow. So we had to pay way for the ambulance. And then within 2 minutes that we saw this ministry for no so bana motor them na ambulance na pay way their ministry for them say
Wow.
I was like, wow. So like what? If you had to look for me who I'm to vote for, I think the impending for, excuse me to say, the elderly people are the politicians we have in Ghana here. The Alan Charmantin, the Mahama, the Baumia,
Yeah.
this young man, what's his name?
Cheddar.
Cheddar should have been given the opportunity to be the president. But it's his first time.
Ghanaians are not ready. Okay,
At all.
Never ready. We are
I
never
need you to
ready.
say a lot on it. So, because we're moving to the next phase of this conversation. Are Ghanaians ready to let go of NDC and NPP and look for? Oh,
You know what?
oh.
I think that
Why?
I think that even though Ghanaians want to actually let go of these traditional parties, it won't be possible because these parties have too much structure. You can't break structure so easily. All right. So for new people who are coming into the political scene, they may need to build structure for some time to be able to win this, because it's not just built on the quality of your delivery and all those things. It's built on structure too. Because when we come here, the kind of campaign we saw on the road before coming, I'm telling you, is wild. And some people are convinced by that, not by the fact that you delivered good policies. No, not really. The campaign songs alone. Someone's campaign song.
Oh, you think that can actually also win the
Oh, it
political?
does. I mean, some songs can be. Some songs are hits. But what I wanted to even talk about is the fact that I think I really have a problem with freebies. Like free this, free that. I have a major problem with that. Even though it's good to a very good extent, because then it gives opportunity to almost everybody. But then my problem is I'm looking forward to a government that would focus rather on empowering the people to not need free, but to be able to pay for themselves. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Who wants to clap for that? Yeah, I think I'm with that too.
Yeah,
I'm with
because
that
I
too.
really won't be glad to have you send me money every morning for food. I'll be super excited if I can work for that money and even send you some. Yeah, right. You see, it's a better.
Like the way you are going to send me Momo later.
You understand? Because I have it.
Yes, you have it. Yeah.
But you see, because you see, it's some way. Because even with the free SHS policy and everything, I feel like Ghana rather needs to work more on our economy, like she mentioned. We need to work more on helping people to create jobs. I don't think the government can create enough jobs, but the government can provide an environment, and people keep saying this, for people to be able to establish jobs and all that. Because if people had money, I remember that when I was going to senior high school, my fees for a term were about 850 cedis, if I'm not mistaken. One of my colleagues around, I think that's what we're paying for a term. And there were 3 terms in a year. The truth of the matter is, if we were working well, 850 cedis in 3 months is not so much.
No problem.
But you see, because people cannot pay, then we all jump onto the free SHS and freebies, and there's free water and this, which is good, like I've already mentioned. Very good, because for somebody to be established, they will need some help. So they'll still need the free. But there's a point at which we should be able to let go of the free and empower people to actually work to pay for themselves. And I think so I'm looking forward for a government that is able to lead the charge in industrialization, is able to lead a better economy. That's what I'm looking for. If I have money, your free SHS, I will not even be bothered about it.
Yeah, you can pay
So,
for
yeah.
it. When you talk about the conversation on industrialization, one person comes to mind, Alan Tramanting. He was pretty, successful at in his ministry. He did very well. He's one that is touted, an industrialized-minded person. I didn't hear an opportunity. Why don't you just say? Because he belongs to the all passing by. You're welcome back to Voting Voices right here on MX24. My name is Miriam Uduak Mensah. Today I had my wonderful friends from Achimota School and University of Ghana. And of course, I have my special guest. This one is a teacher. He came from an unknown school. And we've had great conversations. But before we went on the break, if you're just joining in, what you have missed? But make sure to stay on our social media platforms. It's MX24 on all social media platforms. Also remember, for all elections updates, especially this one happening right here, just jump onto www.mx24.app/voting voices for more updates on elections right here in Ghana, because that's the closest, and what is happening around the world. Because remember, 60 countries are going to the polls this year, and it's not easy at all. Now, we're going to get ready for the results. I'm super excited about this result. Why? Okay, so you guys are going to count me down from 3 up or from 1 down? From 10 down. So 10, 9. So let's do it together. It's going to be 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, One. Where are my results?
Remember this face. Remember this face. Remember this face.
According to you for your post, President-elect of Ghana is Hassan Ayariga of the APC party. Please come. Okay, so what this shows us that indeed Ghanaians just don't. We are moving from the conventional. Trust me, because who are those who vote for Hassan Ayariga?
To be done.
Okay. So this is what happened, guys. Now this is how we got here. Remember that you chose who you wanted to vote for, but we were counting based on the policies. So the policies that you align with are policies that Hassan Ayariga has brought up. Hey, Ghana, we are missing out.
That's the question. Most of us vote based on the faces. And as I said, it's the structure. It's the structure. Because NPP, NDC, they have the structure. But, wow.
Dr. Hassan.
It is possible.
It's very, very
I'm shocked.
APC for 2024.
Wait, Ghanaians are aware like that's his policy. Because this is,
Probably hasn't been
we are all
lauded,
shocked
like-
that the policies that we chose, he said it.
Yeah.
Are we aware that he said it?
We don't have structure.
Because are we aware that he said all those? Because right now, honestly, when I was choosing me, I was thinking, oh, and this one, the Mahama said it, Nanado said it, Mahama said it. I didn't expect even anything I ever. There were other. Thank you.
And you said we didn't even talk about him at all.
Thank you. Are we aware that he said it?
So Cheddar lost.
Cheddar lost.
Oh, that should be
Cheddar lost. Hey. There's no kind of
Are we aware that he said it? Because right now, honestly, me, I don't know if I'm the only one. I didn't know some of the things I even think he said it.
So based on these results now, what we have over here, are you likely to vote for Hassan Ayariga, guys?
Of course.
Yeah?
Of course.
Yeah. Because we are aligning to his policies.
Yes, please. Of course.
Wow. That is a ball and one on my own.
Sorry.
Okay.
Remember this name. Remember this face.
Wow, I'm shocked.
I'm also shocked. Like, I'm also shocked. I'm so shocked.
That's how you're supposed to vote, like for real.
I think that should be how.
Okay. Okay.
Policies. Not your face.
And all the noise you're making.
Wow.
And your campaign song.
Wow. So whose policy is this? Free visas for African and Caribbean countries visiting Ghana. Okay. So we're going to see the policies of Hassan Ayariga, the ones you chose, because it looks like we have discerning Ghanaians who understand that policies drive the country, not individuals and faces, and even political colors. Like, this is so profound. This is actually very, very, very profound. Can you imagine? I'm in shock. Right, so these are some of the policies that you chose that are from Hassan Ayariga. 24 are no. No. Okay, so we're going to see their names. Okay, so Hassan Ayariga, okay, that's him. Food benefits for the unemployed. You chose that. And Hassan Ayariga again, free transport for unemployed.
Interesting.
Which you don't agree to, but you chose. Then another Hassan Ayariga policy is introduce 3-shift system.
Yes.
3 shifts, that is aligning to the modular 25 economy. Yeah, okay.
He says he even brought it first before
Mahama. Mahama is copying him. Minimum monthly salary, 5,000 Ghana cedis. Who chose that? You chose that. Sana Motie. 1 card for all IDs.
I chose it.
Yeah. Yes.
You never knew.
I didn't know he had policies.
That would sound like something
Level of violence.
Okay. Right. So let's go and let's check the final policies of Hassan Ayariga, and then we'll go through some of the policies that we have over here. Hassan Ayariga again, produce cars and trucks in Ghana. You chose that. Oh, okay. Well, you are honest. Refund 50% fee or people denied visas. Yes, because we need that money back. If you deny me, why are you taking my money? Revive collapsed factories in Ghana. Okay. There we go. We are winning. Show Ghanaian content on TV. We need it, right? Stop importation of rice, oil, chicken, etc. Hassan Ayariga indeed won. Hands down. Can we just change the system of our... can we just start voting for policies instead of human beings? Okay, so now Mahama. You didn't choose any Mahama policy. Let's go through it. Let's see. Yes. So Mahama 24-hour economy. Who chose that?
I actually chose that.
You did?
I think I did. Yeah.
Hey, Alan Chamante, abolish COVID-19 levy.
I did.
You did? Yeah, you did. You will. Mahama. Okay, this is Mahama. Abolish double track system. You did. Baumia, achieve universal access to electricity. Yeah, you need it, right? Children. Alan, better roads. You did. I think you are more Alan, but you don't want to tell us. We know. Cheddar, build railway lines to connect Togo, Burkina Faso, and Ivory Coast.
I think I chose that.
You chose that because you understand it better. Because how does this connection benefit me? Mahama, cancel e-levy. Okay. Complete all Agenda 111 hospitals, Baumia. Hey, won't believe you know. Hey, Cheddar, create 1 million millionaires by 2024. Unrealistic. Boy. Okay, Alan, create inland fish processing hub at OT region. Alan, Monte has it because it doesn't directly apply to. Create national apprenticeship program. That's Mahama. Yeah. You didn't choose. You didn't see it. I think you went out to look for Hassan Ayariga. You went to look for Hassan Ayariga. Oh, it's actually shocking that we are actually, you know. Yes. Okay, so this means a lot to me, and I'm glad that we did this. And big thank you to my producers, Jerome, to Afi, to our directors, Gabby. The entire team put this together, and it was so important for you to know that we are looking at this election from a different lens from the usual. We are young people here at MX24. We're tired of the conventional. We want to do something even more exciting to get people involved in this year's election. And you can see right from this particular episode that we have ascertained that it is not the people we are really voting for. We will go out there to go and vote. We are voting for policies. But unfortunately, they have stronger systems and they have been here for so long. We are not, open for change. Now, you out there, listen to me. And let me tell you this. We have better. In fact, this country deserves better. And so as you go into the polls on December 7th, think about this country. She says, think about this country as your mother, as your home, as somewhere you cannot leave. Like you're stuck here. And vote wisely. My name is Miriam Udwa Commensa, and ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. This was absolutely amazing. Let's do this again, okay? Yeah. Now, you are there, stay right here. It is www.mx24.app/voting voices for all updates on elections. We're here giving you all the updates. The necessary conversations that need to be had are all had there, right there on the app. And please, let's do this together. Let's have a free and fair election. My name is Miriam Udwa Commensa, and this has been Voting Voices on MX24. See you again next time.